with a minor in interior design and a major in marketing at the University of Georgia.
If you've ever seen those cartoons where you can visibly see the heart beating out of the chest, that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. But otherwise than that, I'll begin. All the adversity I've had in my life, all my troubles and obstacles have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you. It might be hard to believe, but the amazing Walt Disney had these words of encouragement for himself. Good afternoon. On behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to welcome all faculty, alumni, friends, family, and distinguished guests to the 7th commencement ceremony of River Ridge High School. My name is Henry Fornuto, and it has been my pleasure to serve as your student class president for the past 2 years. You may look up here to the podium and think, man, this guy's got it all together. I stand here in front of over 400 of my classmates and about 5,000 more of you, hopefully looking confident, so I must have it together, right? I have this important role here at River Ridge High School, and I might even look the class president, but my early years were anything but together. In fact, it's been quite a long journey for me to get to this position. It wasn't until I sat down to write this speech that I realized my struggles could be useful in giving my fellow classmates the encouragement to persevere and accomplish the unthinkable. When I was in preschool, I apparently took my obsession with Woody from Toy Story quite seriously. Every kid goes through phases, right? Well, my Toy Story phase included wearing a big black cowboy hat for 2 years straight. Yeah, I walked into preschool toting that cowboy hat, just rushing in. That might seem normal for a kid raised in maybe Texas or Georgia, but I'm a Yankee, born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts. Go Pats!
Yeah!
I managed to graduate hat and all and moved on to kindergarten for 2 years. Yep, supposedly my teacher liked her little Henry so much, she needed me in the class for another year to be her helper. When she failed to use me, I was crushed. Fast forward to the summer of 2008, our family moved from Boston, Massachusetts to Woodstock, Georgia. I'd never lived anywhere else before, and I couldn't bear the thought of leaving the only home I'd ever known. I guess the move was harder on me than I realized, and the stress of it all caused me to stutter. I had stuttered speech not just occasionally, but for 2 years. You might imagine how that affected both my social and academic journey. Great leaders in history also stuttered. Winston Churchill, Moses, and Porky Pig, among others. At least that's what my mom told me. I was teased and bullied for my speech impediment daily, and at one point I felt so ashamed I would rarely talk in fear of what others might say about me. I thank God for the teachers and mentors of my life who have encouraged me to never give up. Looking back, elementary school was rough at times, but it paled in comparison to middle school. Although I'd finally conquered that stuttering, the bullying didn't cease. I was bullied for almost everything and anything. This situation pushed me to a breaking point, and I eventually switched schools. The honeymoon stage didn't last long, and the bullying began again in earnest. I don't share these stories with you to pity me. I share these stories with you because at some point in your life, you're going to be going through a struggle. You may be going through one right now, but always remember, at the end of that tunnel, there is always a silver lining. Just remember, at the end of every thunderstorm, there is a rainbow. So where would I go to high school? Would I be thrown back to the wolves with the kids who broke my spirit in middle school, or would I start afresh somewhere else? So, I chose River Ridge High School. For all of you here today, you may not realize how great an institution River Ridge High School really is. Under the leadership of Daryl Herring from the school's beginning, followed by a very competent principal, Dr. Martin, the incredible counselors, teachers, and staff here at River Ridge have helped mold me and so many others here into the future leaders of our community and nation. I truly believe that we are the greatest class yet to graduate from River Ridge High School. We, as the class of 2019, have accrued over 30,000 volunteer and service hours. That's almost 3.5 years. The class of 2019 will be attending 60 different colleges and universities in 17 states. And last but very not least, this senior class has been awarded more than $8,300,000 in scholarships. These amazing statistics are something we can all be very proud of. So now, back to that cowboy hat for a minute. Why did I share my personal story with all of you? I'm telling my story because everyone has a story. Everyone has a challenge to overcome, and everyone has something to learn from their own experiences. We are all closing this chapter of our lives and turning the page to a new and exciting chapter. Whether our story takes us to college, into the workforce, or to serve this great country, you will be challenged. You will get discouraged, and you might even feel defeated, but you will learn from your experiences and be better because of it. I'm here to affirm you that the River Ridge High School class of 2019 is resilient. You will overcome, and you will continue to be great. Don't allow negativity or words and actions of others to deter you. Set a goal and keep your eyes on the dreams you pursue. Take every opportunity to encourage others. You will never regret it. Someday you may be on the receiving end of that same encouragement you gave. Lean on those close relationships you have fostered here at River Ridge High School. Know that we are all in this thing called life together. All right, the last part of it's out there. Just remember, guys, once a night, always a night.